Okay, here's our question here about the fair being held over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to give Saturday and Sunday, give them a letter as such. So I'm just going to write let Saturday equal X and let Sunday equal Y. That's just so I know what's X and Y, because we have to make some sort of algebraic comment here. Okay, so if we carry on looking at what we've got here, we're told that the first thing on is this line here. The accountant, talking about the takings on Saturday, were $225 less than the takings on Sunday. So there's a couple of ways you could write this, and one way I'd probably do it is I would say that that Y, which is Sunday, is equal to Saturday plus 225. Now, you could write it as X is equal to Y minus 225. Either way is fine. Basically what we're saying here for the first one is that Sunday is $225 more than Saturday. Whereas this one here is saying Saturday is $225 less than Sunday. Either way is all okay. Then the next part's the tricky part, and this is where you've actually got to think in opposites. The principal also told the accountant that she seemed to think that for every $2 gained on Saturday, the school gained $3 on Sunday. Now, it would be a lot of people would think, okay, so therefore 2 lots of Saturday, so 2x equals 3y. But that doesn't actually get us the right way. You've actually, when you're making these sort of equations, when they're talking about a proportion to each other, you've actually got to swap those around. And what we actually want is 3x is equal to 2y. And I know that sounds a bit strange, but that's actually what they're wanting. That it's a 3 to 2 ratio, that because it's a ratio, we've got to do it that way. So we're going to take these values, and on the next slide we're going to do some simultaneous equations. So looking from the previous slide, we've got 3x equals 2y and y equals x plus 225. You could have done the x equals y minus 225, it'll still work. Now we can do some simultaneous equations here. I'm going to substitute the x plus 225 into this equation up here. So I'm going to end up with 3x is equal to 2 lots of y. Now y is equal to x plus 225. So x plus 225. So 3x is equal to 2x plus 450. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move the 2x over here. So we end up with x is equal to 450. So what we're saying here is that on Saturday we earned $450. And if we put this back into our original equation, we end up with y is equal to 450 plus 225. So therefore y is equal to $625. And y being Sunday. And so if we go back to the original question, where it said that it's $225 more, yeah, that works out, and that 3 lots of x is equal to 2 lots of y. So if we went 3 times 450, that equals 625. The other thing we've got to look at, yeah, so that all works out. So that's basically your answer. Well, that's the first part of the answer. The next part, it says there are $800 worth of costs. What was the total profit? Well, on Saturday we made $450. On Sunday we made $625. So that's $1,075. Then there were $800 in costs. So therefore the total profit was $275.